Hey guys, Animebones here. The other day I was up late and I wanted to read something, and then I figured, oh, maybe I should read Fairy Tale, right? And I already read Fairy Tale, the whole regular show, like the whole first part of it. Like, well, I don't know what part of it you call it, but the regular Fairy Tale I've seen it all because back in the day when like Fairy Tale stopped, right? It stopped at like episode 175, which was lit as fuck. Like the whole fight with Rogan, Sting, and Natsu, that shit was lit. So then I went to read the manga because I didn't feel like waiting for the second season, and the manga was also lit. Now, I wanted to end this with Fairy Tail. Hey, so if you read, I mean, if you watch anime, you haven't seen fucking Fairy Tail, don't and cause you don't want to because what everyone say, don't listen to what everyone says. Because I was up and I wanted to read the second part of Fairy Tail, which is like a newer part that they just put out, I guess, like a year or two. Whenever they ended it, they made a new part and it's in the manga. So now I was reading it. I read like 30 chapters in like a couple hours. That shit was it was cool. I still have to catch up. But if you haven't seen Fairy Tail and if you're hating on it, or if you fucking listening to everyone else hating on it, listen, shut the fuck up, cause Fairy Tail is pretty lit. Now they're gonna be everyone's like, oh yeah, he wins because of friendship. And actually reading the manga, when I first watched the anime, I never really even noticed it. Well, maybe I did, but I just kind of like went past it because it's like, shonen, I mean, that's what shonen people do. They get mad over their friends being fucked up or something like that, and they get a power. I mean, that's what shonen is. 9 times out of 10, you can't say it's not. So I never really noticed it, but now reading the 100 Year Quest thing, they kind of have a little bit of that in there, but I haven't seen it like hard yet. But like, I really like Fairy Tail. The characters are cool as fuck. Honestly, Fairy Tail probably has the coolest anime female. Second, maybe. Well, to me personally, it's second. But if I was being non-biased, I would definitely have to give her the best. Urza, I'm definitely giving her the best female anime character like there is. Period. Now, me personally, I like Esdeath from Akame got killed the most out of all female characters in all anime. But my non-biased opinion, Urza's the best female anime character in all anime. You can suck my dick honestly, because you can't give me no one better. I can't think of anyone better. Now, if there's an anime I haven't seen and there's a main character, like, especially in terms of a person not being the main character, because she's not even a main character. So, as side character, as a female, Urza's the best. I don't want to hear nothing else. I don't want to hear your little, like, waifus or whatever, your little, like, Rem or Hinata or whatever little, like, shy, weird girl or whatever. No. Urza will fuck you up. She'll be brave about it. She fine as hell, and that's all there is to it. Like, she will fuck you up. Like, she's still on par with the main character. What anime has a girl, especially like what anime has a side girl that's still on the par with strength as the main character? Exactly. None of them. None of them. None of them. That's the point. That's why they definitely ain't Sakura. So that's why Urza's the best. Gray's the cool character. My favorite character is Jello. There's another character named Laxus. Natsu's pretty cool. The fucking like everything about Fairy Tail is pretty cool. It's a pretty cool show. The powers are cool. The whole aspect of Natsu being a dragon slayer and how that shit works is cool. The one person that I don't like is fucking the guild master of Fairy Tail, which is Makarov. Because let me tell you something. I've never seen a master or sensei, no one, get fucked up the way this nigga gets fucked up. I mean, every time there's a major fight, and he's like, nah, this is my family. Nah, I'm like the dad of the family. I gotta take care of everybody. This nigga loses every time. This nigga versus the past previous guildmaster and just lost. This nigga loses every time he fights. You swear he's about to do some shit and then just lose. I don't like Makarov, but other than that, Fairy Tail's lit. You can't lie. I've read like at the first half of the season was pretty cool. Not the first half of the season. The first part that it was 175 episodes before. That shit was cool. Like the way that shit ended at the time, that probably was like one of the best season finales around. Actually, I think it still is. Like, because if you actually read that, I mean, if you actually watch the anime and get up to episode 175 of that, like that whole ending fight was lit. Like what anime ends off the season finale with a 2v2 fight. Like that shit was cool. It was Naruto his boy and then Sting and Rogue and they fought. Like that shit was pretty cool. So if you haven't seen Fairy Tail, go watch it. And then I know some of you guys be watching Eki, so don't even act like you don't. I know a lot of you guys watch Hunter x Hunter or what is it, Rosario Vampire, whatever your Eki or hentai that y'all like watching. Don't try to hide from me. Listen. I know you be watching it, so you know you gonna like Fairy Tail. Like that's probably what has more fan service. What show is like an actual regular show that doesn't revolve around like stuff like Eki and this, and still give it to you as much as Fairy Tail? Fairy Tail is number one. Probably the number one shonen that has a fan service in it. So you guys gonna get your little rocks off when you see the little parts. Cause they do not hold back when it comes to Lucy and Urza being, you know what I mean? And then Mira Jane, Fairy Tail has like the best girls. Like and the character, like their character in general is fucking great. So if you haven't seen Fairy Tail, stop hating on it. Stop listening to the hate on it. Give it a try. You're gonna like it. I like it. I'm not saying it's the best anime ever. I'm not saying it's the best anime ever, but it's definitely a decent shonen that I think gets hated. I mean, they obviously did well if they could do a second part of this fucking show, and they're making and the creator made another manga called what was it, Eden Zero? Well, I think something like that. So obviously it did pretty well if they can fucking make all these sequels and shit like that. So check it out if you haven't. I give it like a 7 out of 10, maybe a 6, but like a good 6, like a high 6. I'm going to say it's good. It's good. I like it though. So watch Fairy Tail. Stop hating on it. Thank you for watching. Animebones here. Animebones 99 IG. Kind of like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Fairy Tail's actually good.